Mistweaver, new talent. Tranquil Tea, love the name. Consuming Mana Tea generates one cloud of mist for Shaylin. Dude, they are really trying to push the Shaylin's Gift build. That sounds sick. That sounds sick. I just wonder if this is gonna like replace something, or if it's also gonna stack on top of the other T talents. It doesn't say that we're losing a talent, so it's probably gonna be a new choice node with some other talent. Um, Very interesting though. The Shaylin's Gift build is going to be a lot of fun to play around. Also, Gust of Mist, so our mastery, has been completely redesigned. Now only triggers from Chi-Ji, Renewing Mist, Enveloping Mist, and Crane style. But its healing is doubled. So now what's it not going to... Okay, so it's not going to proc from Vivify. Here we go. This is me trying to remember. Vivify, Shaylin's Gift, Revival, and... Is that it? I mean, it makes sense because now they're adding a lot of its what Mastery was doing for Shaylin's onto Shaylin's itself, you know? It may be stronger. The tier set gives us free Renewing Mist. Okay, let's try to find these tier sets. But I think this is fine. They're just simplifying. Instead of like, hey, a lot of your healing spells also tack on a Mastery proc, they're just buffing those healing spells. Like Vivify is seeing some buffs this tier. Revival saw buffs last tier. Shaylin's is seeing a ton of changes this tier. So I think this is going to work towards simplifying our spec a lot. Okay. If we scroll up a little, I'll be able to see, hopefully, the tier sets. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, only a couple classes have them out yet. So Mistweaver Monk's tier set. 2-set bonus. Renewing Mist healing is increased by 20%. Dude, I hate Season 1 tier sets. They're always so basic. They're so basic. But to be fair, they are trying to simplify the game, and it's a Season 1, so yeah. 4-set bonus. Casting Thunder Focus Tea applies a Renewing Mist, so you don't even have to waste a global, but applies a Renewing Mist for its full duration, 20 seconds, onto a nearby ally. I mean, this is cool. This is cool in a Yulon build. This honestly doesn't do anything really in a Chi-Ji build. It's kind of... I mean, it's not like too bad in Mythic Plus, because your Vivifies or your Shaylins, depending on what you take in Mythic Plus, are still going to cleave, and it is nice because it's giving you 1/5 of your party free coverage. Tack that on top of Rapid Diffusion. It's just giving you more consistent coverage in Mythic Plus, but really, like, it's not that great. My question is it going to scale up to 22 seconds if you're taking, what's that talent called? The one that pushes your Renewing Mist time up. And I'm guessing this is also going to be able to be pushed up by Rushing Wind Kick's extension now. Or, I'm sorry, Rising Mist extension. Our tier set's kind of lame. Not going to lie. Holy Paladin also has an equally lame one, though. So, Holy Shock's healing's increased by 15%, so they're 2-set. Holy Shock transfers an additional 20% healing into your Beacon of Light. Dude, Season 1 tier sets suck! They're so boring! They're so boring. Are there any more healers, though? Prez Evoker. Verdant Embrace healing increased by 20% and cooldown reduced by 2 seconds. That's necessary, but at this point, if you're just going to make every tier set reduce Verdant Embrace cooldown, just reduce the dang cooldown, man. But theirs at least has some niceness to it. But then their 4-set, Verdant Embrace grows an Emerald Blossom on your target at 100%. Oh, dude, their tier set's cool, man. Their tier set's cool. You Verdant Embrace someone, you just put down a little Blossom. That's cool. Any more healers? That looks like all the healers so far. Yeah, our tier set's turbo boring. But with the changes to Renewing Mist in 5-man content, you're gonna be getting free Renewing Mist out. That's not bad. I don't hate it. It's just not like flashy, or as I like to say, sexy, you know. The following taunt pet talents have been updated to a minimum 6-second duration, and increase threat generation by 800%. So they're just buffing the threat gen of taunt. I like that. That's definitely needed. Any other big healer stuff? Wild Stalker Druids. New talent, Green Thumb. The rate at which their vines grow is increased. That's basically their current tier set. Rampancy. Bloodseeker vines / symbiotic blooms have a 20% chance to trigger Bursting Growth. Yeah, that's literally this is just the effect of them adding their tier set onto their new hero trees. Bursting Growth, it's probably just shifted over to make room. New talent, Patient Custodian. Your bleeds and other damage and time heal over time effects are 6% more effective. That's boring, but I wonder if that's going to be bleeds also for cat weavers, like for druid, like Resto too. That'd be interesting. Okay, Resto druid. As a result of recent changes, too much healing became concentrated into Soul of the Forest and not enough from Swiftman's initial heal. Rebalancing some of that, I like that because I think they've taken a lot of strides to make their spot healing better, or their shock healing better. New talent improves Swiftman. Swiftman's healing is increased by 30%. Okay. On top of a 10% baseline boost. Everbloom's blooming frenzy causes Life Bloom to bloom 5 times. What? That's a lot of blooms. Okay, so they're nerfing that. Dang, 5 times bloom is crazy. Nature's Swiftness increases the healing of regrowth now only by 60%. That's curious though. Soul of Forest is also nerfed down to 60. Intensity, Abundance, and Improved Swiftman have all changed position in the talent tree. Wildwood Roots has been removed. Pres Evoker. Call of Ysera, which is when you Verdant Embrace it, boosts your next Dream Breath. Increases Living Flame healing by 30%, was 50%, and Dream Breath by 20%. So they basically just nerfed it. They're probably trying to add more into its baseline effect to make it, to further reduce the min-maxing that you can do. Fluttering Seedlings healing has been increased. Ooh, that's interesting. This is those bonus Emerald Blossoms that you send out. So I wonder if that's going to stack up off their tier set now. That's very interesting. And then we just read the T talent. Consuming Mana Tea generates 1 Cloud of Mist for Shaylin's Gift. That's going to be really fun to play with the Shaylin's Gift talent. So now you can just turbo crank out Shaylin stacks. That's very interesting. Just think of how many Mana Tea stacks you generate and how many more Shaylin's Gifts you're going to get off. That's insane. And now Shaylin's is your new, Vivify, basically, if you want it to. Very cool talent. It's going to be so much fun to play around. Honestly, even in Mythic Plus, that sounds super fun in a caster build. But Gust of Mist, I'm just rereading these because I might cut this into a video, but Gust of Mist, which are Mastery, has been redesigned. So they basically changed what it procs off of, but they doubled how much it heals. So still going to proc off the talent Crane style, still going to proc when you cast an Enveloping Mist, a Renewing Mist, and your Chi-Chi still going to kick it up. But it's doubled healing. But now it no longer procs off Revival, Shaylin's Gift, and Vivify, and I think maybe another thing, but yeah, okay. Holy Paladin. Dude, Holy Paladin's seeing so many changes. Yeah, this is what you were saying earlier, Griffin. So, Liberation no longer scales with haste. Very weird. Seraphic, I've never known how to say that. Barrier has been redesigned. Now causes Word of Glory and Light of Dawn to convert 15% of their healing into an Absorb Shield instead. I like that. I like that. Breaking Dawn no longer increases the radius of Light of Dawn. Light of Dawn's baseline radius has been increased. Okay. Light of Dawn visual effect has been updated. Interesting. Beacon of Savior now jumps to targets below 30% health. Beacon of Savior Absorb now triggers every 8 seconds, so they're nerfing it. Okay, Crusader's Might now reduces the cooldown of Judgment by 3 seconds baseline instead of 1 second. And on top of that, the cooldown has been flatline reduced by 20%, so many more Judgments coming. Very interesting. Holy Shock's cooldown also reduced by 2 seconds. Avenging Crusader now reduces the cooldown of Judgment by 40% instead of 60. So they're basically just shifting what Crusader does into its baseline effect, which I like it. I like it. Oh, you're saying it looks like Holy Nova now? Yeah, because it's AoE. It's all around you now. Very weird. Very weird. Let's see. Holy Prism now generates 3 Holy Power. What was it giving you before? It was giving you 2, I want to say. But now that they've removed Crusader Strike, you just need more generation, which makes sense. So shaving your other generators time and buffing, I think buffing Holy Prism. Shield now reduces the cooldown of Holy Shock by 4 seconds. That's sick. That is sick. Dude, Shield of the Righteous is going to feel so good next tier. And it also grants half a mana percent and only grants its cooldown reduction and mana if it hits a target. Okay. Let's see. Any other healer talents? Void Weaver for our Disc Priest friends. Void Empowerment now causes you to gain Shadowy Insight, was Mind Devourer. Don't even know what that means. I can't, not even gonna lie. Farseer. Ancestral Influence, dude, there's so much change with Shaman. Your intellect is increased by 1% for each ancestor active. Interesting. Main stat increase is crazy. The new talent, Wind Speaker. The cast times of Healing Wave, Healing Surge, and Chain Heal and Lava Burst are reduced by only 10%. But you'll get a lot of value out of this over a whole raid fight. I don't really know. I mean, no Chain Lightning. Are there? Now I'm confused. Are they removing Chain Lightning? I can't even keep up with what they're removing from the spec nowadays. Mystic Knowledge. For 8 seconds after casting Swiftness, the recharge rate of Riptide is increased by 30%. This is their old tier set. Elemental Reverb increases Lava Burst damage by 10%, was 20%. Interesting. Totemic. Reduces the cooldown of Totemic Momentum. Reduces the cooldown of Healing Stream by 3 seconds. They're gonna need that for sure. Primal Catalyst. Healing Stream Totem and Storm Stream Totem. Healing has a 20% chance to apply Earth Living to allies that heal. I don't even know if that's necessary, honestly. Probably gonna be good in Raid, but like in Mythic Plus, you don't really need that. I got some talent changes. More mastery. Your shield increases your primary stat by 3%. Casting one of your other shields also applies Earth Shield to yourself and any weapon imbuements, if known. That's cool. I mean, that's just like convenience, though, right? Winds of Valkyrie has been redesigned. Increase your movement speed by 5% and the movement speed bonus of Ghost Wolf by an additional 5%. You'll be zooming. Nature's Fury now is a 2-point talent. I hate that. They're making so many 1-point talents into 2-point talents. I feel like that's like a step back, right? Increasing Nature critical strike chance by 2% per rank. Interesting. Some talents have been changed around. Any other healer changes coming? Honestly, dude, I think a lot of people have been doing about Holy Paladin, but honestly, a lot of these changes make it seem like maybe there's a world where Holy Paladin feels good without Crusader Strike. And maybe all they had to do is just like turbo crank down these cooldowns, give you more generation with Holy Prism. And I don't know, man. Holy Paladin's looking kind of cool next year. I was kind of like a little bit doomer coming into it, but these changes do give me a little bit more hope. And honestly, the Mistweaver Mastery redesign, they've done a lot to try to reshape the Mastery over the past few seasons and tiers. But honestly, I think this was necessary, especially with the step that they're taking into the Shaylin's Gift change. I am excited, man. Mistweaver World, we click Renewing Mist harder. Honestly, yeah. I mean, look, I'm kind of like bummed out by our tier set, though. I feel like Mistweavers haven't had a fun tier set other than Master of Harmony. We haven't really had a tier set that's excited me. Yeah, since I've started playing, I haven't had a tier set that I haven't looked at all the healers tier set, picked out the Mistweaver one, and been like, that's the coolest one yet. So, yeah, unfortunately, our tier set's the lamest one. Our changes, though, I'm really stoked actually for this Tranquil Tea. I think it's gonna be super fun, super fun. Chi Harmony was fun. I like it. Chi Harmony. Wait, you're thinking of Master of Harmony. Chi Harmony was the old. No, wait, I'm thinking of Zimples. Chi Harmony. Chi Harmony's the talent, right? Yeah, I think this is a pretty fun time. The thing is, like, I think Shaman, it's still pretty unclear what their goal is with Resto Shaman, in my opinion. With all their changes, I still feel like they need like one more wave of talent changes, or maybe I just need to get in and test these. But this reading these, it still feels like it's still gonna be a little shaky. Um, but you know, with all the stuff they've taken from Holy Paladin, this round of changes does kind of clear up their vision for where they want Holy Paladin to be. Um, oh, Chihar, yeah. I'm sorry, the Renewing Mist replacement. I knew it sounded familiar. I was thinking Zen Pulse for some reason. But yeah, Chi Harmony was like cool for a bit. It's kind of lame now. But yeah, honestly, I think this round of alpha changes is going to be pretty exciting to watch. Keep my eye on. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video on YouTube, but also for this stream on Twitch. So I will catch you guys next time. I'll be streaming tomorrow, so stay tuned. Tune in tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Central.